Adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing fractions. The rule for adding fractions is basically we have to have the same denominators. So we use the least common denominator or least common multiple of them. So I'll go through the 6 time tables. So we have 6, we have 12, we have 18, we have 24, and we'll stop there. 8, we have 8, then 16, then 24, then 32. And we have a least common multiple right here. The 24s are the common multiple, the smallest common multiple, which we call the least. And so let's count here. So for the 6 time tables, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So times 4 here on the bottom, and then times 4 here on the top. For the 8 time tables, we have 1, 2, 3. So this is times 3 on the bottom and times 3 on the top. Now let's create a new fraction. All right, 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 4 is 24. 3 times 3 is 9. 8 times 3 is 24. Now we have the same denominator, 24. We can add our 20 and the 9 together, and we get 29. And there's no GCF with these, so these cannot be simplified. So we're finished at 29 over 24. For subtraction, it's the same thing. We find the least common multiples. So we have 6, 12, 18, 24. For 8, we have 8, 16, 24, and 32. The least common multiples are 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to multiply by 4 to get to 24, and also top by 4. For the 8 time tables, 24 is 1, 2, 3. So that's times 3 and times 3. And so we have new fractions. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 4 is 24. 3 times 3 is 9. 8 times 3 is 24. So our denominator is 24. And 20, well, it should be a subtraction, sorry. When you subtract 9 from 20, you're going to get 11. And there's no greatest common factor for these two, so this is simplified. Now for multiplication, the rule is this. You multiply numerators, you don't find the LCDs, you just multiply numerators, 5 times 3, and then 6 times 8. And we multiply those. 5 times 3 gives us 15. 6 times 8 gives us 48. Then we look for GCFs, or greatest common factors. Now, these both can be divided by 1. They can be divided by 3. And let's see, that's about it. So they both can be divided by 3. So that's our GCF. So we divide by 3, divide by 3. And 15 divided by 3 gives us 5. And 48 divided by 3 gives us 1 and 6. Okay, now for division, we use the rule keep, change, flip, KCF. And so we keep the 5 over 6. We change this to multiplication, and this flips into an 8 over 3. Now that this is multiplication, we can switch to the multiplication rule, which means we say 5 times 8 and 6 times 3. Okay, 5 times 8 will give us 40. And 6 times 3 will give us 18. Now I want to find the greatest common factor, a number that can divide into 40 and 18. The greatest common factor will be a 2. So let's divide by 2. And 40 divided by 2 gives us 20. And 18 divided by 2 gives us 9.